Hey everybody, Mac Monster here, back again with Marvel Heroes. This time we got the Human Torch, and Mr. Storm is doing alright with this, although there's been a few changes that he's not happy with. One of which is the Protective Flames, which I feel he really needs. It's been reduced from 50% to 25% of the damage taken for Spirit. So that's kind of sad face. On a good note, you burn less spirit when you take damage. On a bad note, you take more damage. And then on Pyrokinetic Blast Burst here, it has the weaken effect, so enemies deal less damage if you want to use that. I don't like the ones that remove the burning effect and all that stuff. Thermal intensity is changed a little bit. It has the plus damage rating to close targets, and it adds the damage when you're hit by melee attacks. Hopefully that doesn't happen too much. And then Blazing Speed, where is Blazing Speed? Right there. Has the dodge and movement speed built into the passive. Other than that, all his skills are kind of beefed up a little bit with damage, and some of the dots have been reduced in damage the way it goes. With the skill changes and the way the damages goes, I don't know if you've seen any of the other videos, I'll just assume that no one has. Really, defense, crit, brutal strikes, dodge, all that's kind of normalized. If you have the normal amount, you're going to be sitting around 25 to 30% on all those stats, except for damage. Every 1,000 damage equates to about 25% extra damage across the board. So 1,000 damage rating, 25% damage. Excellent skill to do. With the way everything's been tuned out, you're going to take damage. So hit points and hit point regeneration are really a golden rule. You have to have the incoming hit points to cover yourself, because you're gonna take damage no matter what you do, no matter how fast you are. Maybe a really good cable or teleporter is gonna dodge all that, but probably not. They're probably gonna get hit, and they even have regeneration skills. So you got to back yourself up with some regeneration. That being said, that's really all the different changes with the Human Torch. I'm going to go directly into my normal build for him, which is Indirect Fire. This is going to be built a little bit different than the normal ones. We are going to take Scorching Pyre, of course. I mean, this is just an awesome skill. It's kind of like his key skill. Who doesn't want to put a number 4 everywhere and burn it to the ground? But instead of going for my normal Searing Arc Fire, because it's a little bit more dangerous out there, we're going to go with Ranged Attack and Burning Volley. And we're also going to take the Scorching Wall. This will be handy with some of the bosses and some of the trash, well, some of the blue and yellows that stand still or don't move around so much. We will do some extra damage that way. And then we're going to put points into Blazing Speed, because we need that dodge. Even though it's only 50% of the damage coming in, we really want the movement speed to get out of the way, and we want some of the dodge. Of course, we have to have fuel for the flames. And then we want to make sure we have the Cleansing Fire so we don't get frozen in place by anything. Blazing Flight so you can move faster in certain things. And I put 1 point in thermal intensity. It just doesn't stack well enough. I mean, if you look at that, you're getting 5 points for every point. So it's really not worth it. And the rest, of course, goes into Protective Flames. And that's your absorption. So let me just click that. Of course, his ultimate is godlike. Tons of energy damage twice per second. Every 10 minutes you get to burn it. And you get a buff. Anything that's burning, you do extra 100% damage, and you move 50% faster. And you get that for 20 seconds. So it's pretty awesome. And then we just put our fireball up over here. We can get rid of that. We're going to have over here Protective Flames, because we're just going to turn it on and leave it on. It's kind of fire and forget. And we will have our 4, we will have our wall, and in case we get frozen, we have our get out of jail free card. That's it. It's kind of simple that way, which is where he gets a little squishy and a little bit in trouble. He's kind of simple that way. Let's see, I'm level 32, so I'm looking for 30 aim weapons. That's a little long. I'm going to do Sinisters. I can use Sinister medals anyway. So this should be really good. You can see even the fireball is pretty good at clearing trash. This is probably my level. Let's wait for a drop. Pick up that light. 32, I'm 32. This is my level. So perfect. Oh yeah, as for stats, you can see I'm lacking on the regeneration. Completely don't have it. I have no gear for this guy. I don't play him. So I will be med-kitting for health if I have to. But look at my defense, 23%. It really should be 25%. My gear sucks. 18% on the dodge. Like I said, crit rating 6%. But we look at the damage rating, 21%. We're low level, so we're seeing higher rates of damage rate. The higher level you get, it's going to kind of normalize down to 25% at 1,000. And then these are awesome for us because we're going to want to stay away from stuff. We've got lots of AoE. So Dr. Octopus is a strong medal for us. Another one, Wizards is mental. I don't know if there's any energy medals. Dr. Octopus is just really strong. The shield motion tractors, I mean, you can get 3 of these, and that's 45% extra damage going on. Crazy medal. Oh, I missed a splinter. Where is that? I'll take that. So you see what's going on with no regeneration? I'm really just relying on some kind of health regeneration orb to drop, and that's not a very reliable thing to do. Unfortunately, you can't control how the wall goes down. At least if there is a way, I haven't completely figured out how to do it. It just kind of does what it wants to do. I just put it up when I want to. But the wall is considered an AoE. So Dr. Octopus does expand the size of it. It is an area. It is arranged. So the farther away you drop that wall, the better the damage is. And then you can move closer. Once you drop the wall, that damage buff from the motion tractors is permanent. It doesn't adjust by when you move. Then if you find yourself being really close range, you can go the opposite. You can go Netherium gems, or whatever they're called, and then Talismans of Kunlun. Watch his first move. It's always a doozy. Well, he's a cosmic guy. See how he just stands in that fire? Look at all that damage he's taking. That wall's eating him up alive. Because of the pet changes, the pets that he summons aren't as major a threat anymore. And he was pretty easy. Let's see what level he was. He was my level 2. So perfect. Ooh, 22. Was that 22 damage? No. Darn. No good gear. So my torch will stay kind of sucky. So, mind you, my torch is really under-geared, and he performs that well. I went even level because I'm under-geared. If you geared yourself well, you know, a super soldier serum probably would turn this completely around. And that's it. So he still does very, very well. I hope it helped. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you later.